Hello, welcome to Cinephile Entertainment. I'm the Cinephile critic, and today I'll be reviewing this movie. Oh, that means I can tell you guys about the one time I got trapped in a grandfather's clock. The Festival. So The Festival is directed by Ian Morris and stars Joe Thompson as Nick, Hamed Animasan as Shane, Claudia O'Doherty as Amy, Hannah Torrington as Catelyn, Kurt Yeager as Private, and Theo Barklem-Biggs as Gordy. So the festival, I'll give you a quick synopsis of what the festival is. So the festival is about the character Nick, who is dating Catelyn in the beginning of the film. And on graduation day, she decides to break up because she says that, there's no point waiting, and growing apart. You might as well do it now because, there's no way that I'm going to end up with you, marrying you, and forming that type of life with you. This was a uni thing. Uni's over. Let's go our separate ways. And Nick doesn't know how to handle it because he really likes Catelyn. So he kind of makes a fool of himself in public, and then goes into withdrawal, sort of thing, like hibernation. And he's like that for a few weeks. Shane comes to his rescue. He's like, you know what? We're young. There's a festival. We already booked the tickets. Let's go. They end up going to this festival. And on their way to the festival, they meet the character Amy. And Amy becomes, part of their crew. They go to the festival. He meets his ex there. And so it's a way of him sort of growing and learning and becoming a better person, at the end, while having fun, at this festival. If you're a person that hasn't gone to festivals and haven't experienced festival life, this one will not appeal to you. If you are the type of person that have been to festivals and like reminiscing on certain things that you did back when you were at the festival, then this film may appeal to you. And also if you're into any of like a certain type of British humor, then this film will appeal to you. But since the latter does not appeal to me, I am with the former. Not my type of film. Now, just because something's not my type of film doesn't mean it's filmed badly, doesn't mean it's a bad film. It's just not my cup of tea. I like the fact that it's actually filmed at a festival. It's filmed at a music festival. It seemed like it's Glastonbury. I'm not sure, I could be wrong, but it's filmed at a music festival, and I like that it has that ground, it has that location in there, because you see loads of people. It brings the atmosphere that the film is going for. The chaotic, the spontaneous, the wetness, the dirt, the having fun, just forgetting, where you are and just enjoying the music and what this festival's about. So that's one of the things I think worked for the film, the fact that it was actually done at a film festival, that it brings that atmosphere. Kudos to them for diving in with drugs, because this film is all about the drugs, all about the sex, and all about the rock and roll. So I like the fact that they didn't try to hide it, because it's quite a middle class a film about people going to festivals, and sometimes they like to hide certain things, what middle class people do, so that they can appear as squeaky clean as possible. But they don't do that here. So yeah, people are taking drugs. It's no given. It's taken all the time. This guy loses his mind from doing so, and he's taking the wrong drugs, and he's got to go here, and he's trying to work it off. But yeah, so this film dives in when it comes to drugs, because as you know, when it comes to festivals, especially music festivals, drug is part of the culture. It doesn't matter what the media says, drugs are part of that culture. Now, what I will say is where the film falls apart for me is with the character, and mostly with the character Amy. The fact of the matter is, if you can have someone like Nick, who is someone who asks a lot of questions, can be quite a Debbie Downer, and is quite self-centered, then and has quite a few awkward moments, then you can't have the whole cast awkward as well, because that just makes everything awkward. If you're going to use awkwardness in a way of telling a story, then if the main character is awkward, his sidekicks can't be awkward, the friends and the people that they meet can't be awkward, and the script can't be awkward, because then it's just a weird movie. So everybody in this film is awkward. And if you take the character Amy, she's very similar to the character in American Pie, Michelle. But the thing with Michelle is they used her in the best way they could in that film. They used her perfectly. And in this film, they use Amy completely wrong. From the time she meets them on the train, she's with them throughout the majority of the movie. Now, Nick's, ways, her ways and Shane ways, when they all mix together, it's weird. And so Amy could have been an ingenious character if she was used sparingly. If you use the character like that in the right way, you will have ingenious comic relief. Because she wasn't utilized that way, her character just just stays the same, and she's just forever annoying. Nick, on the other hand, at least he goes through some type of growth. And Shane is the, sort of the optimistic, happy-go-lucky, yeah, let's do this, yeah, let's do that, yeah. The happy friend. And so when you have all those three together, no one's really logical in this film. One of my favorite characters was Gordy and the Smurf girl, because I thought that their characters were fun, but it was fun in a stupid way. And it kind of brought life to the other characters when they were on screen. But then obviously it took the shine from the other characters, because these characters were just much more palatable, much more fun to watch and listen to. Whereas the main cast, I mean, personally, I don't think they're that great. The film is directed fine. I mean, there is some fun to be had in this film. This film has, maybe some light smiles for me. But most of the time I just thought that it was grotesque. Like I said, I'm not into festivals, so I would not find this film appealing, and I would not see any fun in this film for me personally. However, that doesn't mean it's a bad film. And so even though I may not have enjoyed it, it was filmed well. I think the writing was a bit lackluster. I think they could have used Amy in a better way. And for that, I will be rating this film as feeling blue. So have you seen the festival? Are you planning to see the festival? Let's get this conversation started. Have you been to festivals? I would love to know what you think about this film, and yeah, your experiences at festivals. Thank you for watching my review. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe down at the bottom. If you're thinking, darling, please, I need to see more. Then hopefully I will see you again. And remember, until next time, keep safe. Bye.